Welcome to Spin the Block Therapy. My name is Naima Simone, the comedian, and I got my girl, Flaw 6. What's going on tonight?
Same as usual, bullshit. Same as usual, bullshit. Yeah, just I'm kind of down in the dumps a little bit because this world is just going to hell in a handbasket right now. So yeah, I got a couple little stories we went over a couple times that talked about. Want to touch base on. Um, yeah, you know what I wanted to talk about this lady. Uh, I guess her silly ass. Let me start off a little bit better. This black woman gets on here and they asked her a question. Pretty much would she save if her husband and her child was drowning, who would she save? And pretty much she chose who she chose. I'm gonna run the clip and let you get it verbatim what she said. But yeah, let's run that clip. Just 1 second.
So scenario, you're married with a child.
Yes.
You and your husband and your child go out on your sailboat.
Okay.
The sailboat gets struck. It's sinking.
Yeah.
Who are you going to save? The child or your husband?
Look, I would choose my child's father because we can make more children. This is an impossible choice. You also have to understand that my hierarchy in my life.
I agree.
God, my man,
husband,
my children,
everything else.
And also, I just want to emphasize spouse.
Your baby and your man is in the water.
Yeah.
Your baby look like a baby. Your man look like a grown man.
What you think about that?
I love my wife, but I just feel like
What if she's incapacitated? What if she's knocked out?
I feel like she would be mad at me if I saved her.
She would, but she would get over it because now you a single daddy.
As a man,
I don't.
Like, oh yeah, I saved my wife. I let the baby die. Who am I gonna go tell that story to?
Everybody.
Like, that sounds crazy.
Let me tell you this. This is why having an integrity point and barometer with self is so important. Because if somebody said to me, "You let your kids die and you say,"
I don't agree with her at all. I mean, not even a little bit. None of her logic makes sense to me at all. I understand people we leading with this Bible shit. Excuse me. We leading with biblical ideologies. That's fine if that's how you want to live your life. My husband's gonna drown. I'm going to get my baby. And that's I would hope that in a relationship, you've already talked about these scenarios and maybe not directly, but you should already have a common ground of what you would do as a parent. And I think any parent with common sense is going to save a helpless child. Most men that love their children would leave their wife if they let the baby drown. They would leave their wife. I know for a fact, good fathers, when they love their children, they love their children. It's an unbreakable bond. So for me to pick my child over for me to pick my husband over my child, he would hate me. I know that. I'm going to really a good dad. Oh no, a good dad gonna let you drown and save his child. It's just how it's gonna be. So I think her logic is backwards. I think some girls, I didn't know what pick me mean. Pick me girl meant, and that's I guess that's a prime example of a pick me girl. That's a prime example of a pick me girl. Because why would your baby's drowning and you gonna pick this grown ass man? It doesn't even look right. Imagine that in your head. Everybody take a second and imagine your husband drowning and your child. Who are you going to pick? That's just my thoughts on that. It's not even a conversation to really fight about because she sounds slow. And I know what you're going to say. She ain't even married nor have children. So she has no mothering instinct whatsoever. And she really doesn't have a clue on how to be a wife because she's not a wife. What's your thoughts?
Well, on a lighter note, I'm going to let both of them drown. Because I'm getting an insurance policy on both of them. Fuck it. The way I feel right now.
Okay. Okay, well, we have that side of the story too.
I'm old, I'm deprived of sleep, and I've been through the wife stage, the mother stage, and it's all some garbage. So I'm gonna let both of them drown. Fuck it.
Childish. You wrong as fuck for that. Sick and twisted. Well,
But on a serious note, um, that lady, she be on the internet a lot, and she's a nice looking woman. I get it, but I tend to see the nice looking women, the women that are aesthetically pleasing to the average man. They get to say all type of crazy shit with no backlash. You know, she say some crazy shit. That ain't the first crazy shit she says. She's definitely one of those women that is a pick me. But where do you get being a pick me? Because apparently she ain't married. She don't have no children. She's in her 30s, maybe in her 40s. She just looked good, you know, for her age. And at the end of the day, they get these stupid questions that don't even make sense. Because at the end of the day, the average person don't know what they gonna do in that type of scenario, honestly. And most of the men in the comments was like, girl, you tripping. You know, don't save me, save my kids. Because like you said, the average man, when they have that relationship with their children, a woman is the last, honestly. And I could see a man trying to save his child and then come save you. And in the process, if y'all both die, then, you know, I could see that point. But for her to say, we can make another baby, sounds like clickbait and sounds like someone that's just trying to look cute on the internet. That's all I got out. She's full of shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I forgot when she said that. We can make another baby. Are you fucking mad? Are you fucking mad? You think your husband, you basically killed your child. You think your husband gonna want to have another child? Even if he stayed with you, he's gonna torture the shit out of you for the rest of your fucking life. She's goofy.
My crazy ass back in the day, I probably would have jumped. We probably all would have just died together. Fuck it. I wouldn't have. I couldn't. I can't fathom that situation, and I don't want to fathom.
Yeah.
I can't swim, so my black ass wouldn't have been out there anyway. But it's just dumb internet clickbait to get views, and she gets to say a lot of dumb shit because she cute. That's all.
Yeah. I agree. I really agree. I think this goes back to that other doctor that was on the show. What's her name?
Miss Bryant.
Yeah,
Dr. Bryant.
Dr. Bryant. She gets to say a lot of stuff, and you like, if that was coming out of a different type of woman, a woman that most men don't find aesthetically appeasing, would this even work? Would those comments get unnoticed? And I sometimes I think you're right about that.
They get to say, because the shit they be saying be like, okay, this shit sounds crazy. And men, a lot of men, well, this time when she said this kid, a lot of men wasn't feeling her. But a lot of times they be like, yeah, sister, they talking that good shit. But they saying the same shit, the lady that maybe didn't look the typical ideal beauty standards, and they be going all in on her on the podcasts and calling them all type of names, and you know, every name in the book but a child of God. So I don't listen to that lady. She's full of shit. She don't even have a kid or a husband.
Yeah.
She don't know nothing about that life.
She don't, and that's hard. You can't speak on something like that if you don't know about it, because she haven't had a child. And once you have a bond with your child, girl, believe me, I'm not saying all. It's a lot of women that might jump in for their husband, but I'm talking about me. If that scenario is terrible, and it's one of those questions like, you just are setting her up to say something dumb because you already knew she was going to say something dumb. So, because that's not, because if I had been on the show, I said, don't give me dumbass scenarios. Don't give me
Right.
unrealistic scenarios. Let's talk about
Right.
something a little more sophisticated because that is not it. That
Yeah.
scenario is dumb. It's dumb, and hope and whether it can happen or not, because it can. But
Right.
it's in my life, it's unrealistic. Because like you said, I ain't gonna be out there in no boat and my my child and my husband. Come on now.
With no life jackets on.
No nothing. No nothing.
Girl, you sound.
And I'm gonna be honest, if that's the case, and I can't save all of y'all, and we in that situation, I guess we all gonna die. Cause shit,
I don't know if I could
pick
live
the
with
other,
myself knowing I had to. I
make
just,
that drastic decision.
Yeah.
The hell?
She just, like I said, it be a lot of clickbait shit going on to get people to engage and get their views and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
But in the real world, that shit sounds retarded.
Yeah. And like you said, that you just giving fucked up scenarios to get fucked up, to get people with stupid ideologies to say stupid shit. And that's just what it was, because what she said was stupid. Yeah, about that chick, just like you said, clickbait, people asking stupid questions to get stupid responses. We already know. And I think she can get away with that stuff because she is a nice looking woman. So it is what it is, aesthetically pleasing. But yeah. Our next topic of choice, is going to be a little about this African that I don't know how to even describe the hypocrisy of this. It's just, I don't even know how to describe it. Well, it's a little, I guess, white Europeans, let me decide, white Europeans bought some land in Africa and have a community that is only white. They only want white people to live in this community, this little city, town, whatever. They only want white people. And we do have a clip of this. Yeah, we'll get more in depth into it after the clip. But yes, this is weird. Our world is getting weirder by the moment. Check this out.
Can't a black person come here? It's not the right question. It's more a question like a marriage between two people. It's an exclusive affair. Doesn't mean you're against anyone else. You take your wife. She's important to you.
Yep.
Or and in your wedding, in your marriage, you're exclusive. Doesn't mean it's not built on hate. It's built on love for our culture. We want to preserve our culture. We want to preserve our traditions, our faith, our language. These are the things that we want to preserve.
But someone might ask, if you want to preserve your culture, you're preserving your culture on a land that belongs to South Africans.
The land here we bought, we paid for it.
From who?
Well, at that stage we bought it from the previous owner, which was the government. Right?
But I don't think an African can leave Africa, go to Europe and say that we just bought this land and no one is allowed to come in.
Our name is Afrikaners. Our language is Afrikaans. Right. So we feel part of this continent, and maybe people don't agree, but I don't have another home. Obviously I know that I have European roots.
Yeah.
400 years ago.
Yeah.
For 400 years my people have been here.
Yeah.
I love Africa. I don't want to live anyplace else. I feel a part of this continent. My language grew, obviously from Dutch, but it grew on this continent.
With all the monument that I see in here, would you agree with me if I say that this man performed a lot of atrocities in the past?
Well, I think obviously these are controversial figures, and I think the fact that we put them here in Orania with our own funding, some people are uncomfortable in the rest of South Africa to care for them, to see them in public, because this is on private land, private funds, and it's our history.
But I know it's your history, but at the end of the day, a lot of people were harmed in the process. You don't think if you are embracing this, you're definitely embracing apartheid?
Is it okay to celebrate Shaka Zulu leader? You know who that is?
I know who Shaka Zulu is.
He killed a lot of people. Is it fine to celebrate him?
That's a question for South Africans.
That is a question. This is a question for Iranians.
He was more like the architect for apartheid. Do you agree with that?
I agree with the fact that he implemented a lot of policies in the apartheid era.
You don't think it's because of this that's why people have problems with it? It's because so many South Africans.
Here's what I said. Listen to me. I did not see this version. This is a different. I thought I looked at this whole version. I had a shorter version. I did not look. Something's wrong with white Europeans. Something is wrong with these people. There is something terribly disturbing about people who think that they can buy, and they can buy anything. They feel like they can buy people, land, the air, the universe. They literally think they own something that, and they say that they believe in Jesus, they believe in all these, have so much religion, but they literally come over. This man literally these people came over and literally are making their own town in Africa of only white people, and have the audacity to have monuments of evil people, other evil white men. I'm not going to even exploit nor talk about white people in this. I'm not, because it's not their fault. It's our fault. It's them Africans' fault. I got these 2 words right now, and then this would be my only thing I would say to them. 2 words: eradication or evacuation. That's your 2 options. One means you go peacefully, the other means I remove you, and that's it. That's it. That there is no way in Africa white people should be able to have a town, all a city, anything all to themselves. I'm sick of it. Y'all are colonizers. Y'all are a plague on mankind. Y'all lack humanity, empathy, compassion for people. And don't get me wrong, not all white people. I'm not talking about all white people, but I'm talking about the people that do shit like this. I'm talking about white Europeans that do shit like this. I'm talking about the Trumps, the Elons. I'm talking about all of those people that do weird shit like this. This is weird. This is, you go to Africa to tell me, I love Africa, but you don't love its people. Okay, I got you. That makes sense. That makes logical sense. All right. What's your thoughts?
I got 2 words. Nat Turner.
Yeah. There's no way they should be able to live peacefully there.
But the problem is, it really ain't the white man, because he's just doing what's in his nature.
Yeah.
He's just doing what's in his nature. The problem is the Africans.
Yeah.
Now, I've never been to Africa, so I can't speak for the whole continent of Africa, because Africa is a big place from what I've been told and what I see. But at the end of the day, I've seen plenty of videos, pictures, documentaries of Africans killing Africans with no problem. They'll pull a machete out and cut another African's head off with no problem. And you telling me it's just a little migrant town of a couple of thousands, if that, of some Europeans that have decided that they came there 400 years ago, and now because they've been there for 400 years ago, they don't want to deal, or they don't want to respect the people that's been there for millions of years. That's the Africans' fault.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same thing with Black America. It's our fault.
Mm-hmm.
We've been here for 400 plus years, and we still talking about we shall overcome. We should have been overcame.
Well, we ain't gonna overcome. We not gonna overcome because we believe in the bureaucracy of America. We
believe in the dream,
we believe in the dream. We believe in the propaganda of America. That's for everybody. I'm not talking excluding myself. I believe in the dream. I want that. I feel like 400 years of slavery, discrimination, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. I deserve everything, that every dream that ever was made or ever been possible. I deserve it. So no, we and I feel like, but if I was in Africa, I don't know where I'd be, what tribe or where I'd be in Africa. If I was in Africa, my native land, ain't no damn way I'm gonna sit up here and let these goofy white folks come in here and make a whole community and exclude us from the and literally this is how it starts. And then let's say another 400 years go by and won't be no Africans. It'll be diluted with nothing but white people. Come on now, this is how this shit starts. Y'all still are in the same mindset, and y'all will do all type of shit to each other. Apartheid. I can name. I looked it up right now. It'll be all kind of civil wars of Africans against Africans. What? But meanwhile, white Europeans is taking over your land. I'm confused.
And telling y'all don't come in and don't come in our area. And we'll probably, well, not even probably, if they did come in, we'll shoot them down and have a Miller Lite or whatever they drink.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say don't white people can't be in Africa. That's none of my business. I don't want nobody to tell me where I can be. So I'm not going to tell nobody else where they can be. But I'm saying have respect for the people, the indigenous people, the people there, the first people there, the Africans, the people that were there. That's all I'm saying. Respect is respect. He said, I bet you I couldn't go to a different country or to your European countries and say, hey, I'm buying this land and none of y'all can come in it. Man, them fools would have a fit.
Man, they wouldn't even have you be dead.
Yeah, you be dead. They don't even play. You don't even get to say. You say two words and you're done.
You don't get to play with the white man.
Yeah, this is so funny, and I don't know who said this. It was somebody on TikTok, Instagram, some type of reel, and a white man said this. He said, "Who made y'all God? Who decided this? Who decided this? Who made them God? Who made them the people we gotta follow? Who did this?" And I go back to that too. I feel like everybody was weak. We are so weak, and we're so weak, so weak. I don't know. Everybody else is weak. I'm gonna keep it real. White folks got us in a chokehold, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's nothing. Their ideas, it goes from China on down. Everybody wants to be white. Yeah. But yeah, like I said, back to the point. Yeah. Um, we like I said, it's evacuation or eradication. That means basically y'all gonna leave on your own, or that's how I be. That's we fight wars about all kind of shit, but the right shit. And that should not be allowed. That should not be allowed at all. As much shit as ruthless as as ruthless as people can be, that's one time that they should have. Hey,
Yeah. Are y'all can just act like normal human beings and just live in peace with people and
yeah,
mind y'all damn
and mind
business?
your business and live next door to everybody, not exclude yourself like y'all better. Y'all living in the riches of our land. Get out of here. I set some lions and tigers and bears on their motherfucking ass. That's what the fuck
Yeah,
I do.
that's what I
Fucking
was thinking.
elephant,
You Africans in
rhino.
there, y'all should go ahead and get y'all, because I've seen plenty of Africans that are in tune with nature. Get a whole bunch of lions and hyenas.
Like I said, I know it ain't no bears, but I was being funny. Some lions, some leopards, some rhinos, some elephants, and set their ass loose over there. Hey,
Cause that's weird.
yeah. But anyway, yeah, that shit. Oh Lord, it's just weird. People are just downright crazy. Well, I heard your girl. She opened her mouth to talk some stuff.
Ooh.
Um, Chimpanzee.
Ah, chimpanzee. I call her chimpanzee. What's the real word?
Chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee. I call her chimpanzee. She gets
Chimpanzee.
on my nerves, and I don't want to hear no bullshit that I'm being racist or colorist or whatever. The bitch do look like a damn monkey. A cute little monkey though. She do look like a cute little monkey. Y'all ain't gonna sit there and lie. She do. It's a cute little monkey, but she still look like a little chimpanzee.
Oh,
I'm not playing in 2025. They gonna be like, what the hell's wrong with Naima? She's so quiet and nice. This bitch been talking shit since January. Yeah.
yes. And she do look like a little chimpanzee, whatever the hell that is. What is a chimpanzee? Well, you will soon find out. You will soon find out.
She just gets on my nerves because the bitch is in the house and I'm out here in the fields. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. Chimpanzee. No, she would be in the field. She is not light enough, and her hair is nappy. She be right out there with me. I don't care how many white babies she make or try to make.
Jeez, no, stop. They're gonna be like, these hoes is
I'm
fucking
not. I'm
haters.
saying this because see, this is where they get it twisted. Oh, they only talk about white people. No, we talk about all ignorant people. This is where y'all get it
Right.
twisted. Let me put this in the air. We talking about ignorant people. Ignorant people. I don't give a damn about your color. Because I know the real story is, and the real people that's gonna get hurt in this is poor people. So I don't give a damn about your color. I give a damn about people who disrespect or try to hurt, humiliate people because they're a color or because they don't have the financial or they're poor financially, you know.
Or disabled.
Yeah,
Or a veteran.
yeah,
Or a
financially
single mother
disabled.
or father.
Yeah, financially disabled. A veteran. What is a veteran? A veteran means that you took your ass and fought for a country, came back alive, and most of the time you're completely mentally damaged, if not physically damaged, because that can happen too. On top of being mentally damaged, okay? If you get lucky, You're physically okay, but you're all fucked up in here, and I don't see which one's different. It's no difference, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? You come back and you and did and killed and seen people die. Hey, and you mean to tell me you get back here and you get mistreated? And this is not a color thing. This is a lot of veterans.
Veterans come in all type of colors.
Yes, this don't have nothing to do with color. You can go outside right now and go talk to anybody, and you're probably gonna find 5 or 6 people that are vagrants or homeless, up and trained, whatever. And they, guess what? I bet you out of 10 of them, at least 3 or 4 of them, it was in the veterans. And can't find.
I think you were saying you can go out and talk about to 10 homeless people. Is that what you were saying?
Yeah. What did I say? I said something else.
You said it came out messed up. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. You probably was talking too fast. But what you was basically saying.
What I was saying, you could talk to 10 homeless people, and out of their 10, 4 of them or 5, 4 or 5, and half of them have been did some type of service for our country. Right. I guarantee you.
Facts. I live in a population or an area where it's mostly homeless. Not anymore, but last year I did. And it was most of those people out there, a lot of them be veterans. It don't just be all just dope things and people that just, didn't listen to their mom and dad, and it just, it ain't always just messed up bad people. It be people that have mental illness because they did go fight a war in Afghanistan. And so for them to be on TV talking about they losing their job, that's some bullshit. Yeah. It's some bullshit. It ain't got nothing to do with color. So we're not going to play this game like, oh, these 2 black chicks up here, they just hate white people. No, I hate stupid people. Yeah. I hate ignorant people. I hate people that have more than all of us and look down on us, but the only reason why they got it because we busting our ass at our 9 to 5 every day. That's why we talking shit.
Because they're willing to steal, kill, and rape the poor. That's why they have
and lie. Why they doing it?
Okay, so with that being said, next topic. But yeah, ain't nothing really good going on. I mean, you can't even make this shit up. Like, this shit is terrible. Yeah, they because they want us to, and like somebody said, Candace Owens was saying on here, she was saying Elon Musk was an AI. What's his motivation? But I don't listen to her because she's a conservative white woman. I don't know nothing about that life.
Don't we got a clip of her running off with her mouth talking about the president of Ukraine?
Yeah, we need to backtrack and do that. Yeah, we got a little clip of Candace Owens with her chimpanzee looking ass. Her chimpanzee looking self. Talking about that issue that the Ukraine guy and how he didn't have a suit and trying to call him out and basically say he's a poor excuse for a leader. Yeah, poor excuse for a leader. Stop
you hear, yeah, see, you ain't gonna be able to use all that because all you hear is
okay. Yep. Yeah, Chimpanzee, Candace Owens, aka Candace Owens, was on a podcast or something with Stephen A. Smith, and they were talking about the Ukraine leader, and she had her opinion, her unmelanated opinion about the Ukraine leader. We're gonna show a clip of that.
a suit. As soon as he gets out of the car, Trump's like, well, he's dressed up. This should let you know, this should signal to the public that what he's doing is an act. Why? Give me a scenario, a reason why he can't put on a suit. Even if you're in the midst of a war, why can't you put on a suit when you're coming to ask for money? Well, because he wants people to see him as a guy that's downtrodden in the trenches. And he's not that. This guy's been on the cover of Vanity Fair. He's been on the cover of Vogue. He's been on the cover of Forbes. He's doing photo shoots. He did a 3-hour podcast with Lex Friedman. He asked and was declined a spot to go to the Oscars a couple of.
All right. What's your opinion on that?
Candace Owens. You know what? I shouldn't. I'll just be playing when I say she looked like a little chimpanzee, but she just sometimes just gets on my nerves because she picks and chooses like everybody do what she wanna be outraged about and what she's mad about. Girl, bye. Because this is how I feel. What does the price of a suit have anything to do with eggs in America? Eggs in America, food in America. How about this? Won't we stop focusing on suits in the White House? Because guess what? We have a whole felon in the White House. You don't care about that. And most of America don't care about that because apparently he wouldn't be in the White House if being a felon mattered. So it don't matter if Donald Trump got a suit on. He's still a felon. He gonna die a felon, just like all the other felons in America. Okay? Mm-hmm. I want to hear some change in the food prices, the gas prices. How about this? Y'all always complain about welfare and the programs and the people that's on them. How about y'all do a living, increase the living wage? You got people, they got plenty of studies that show the average person in America that's working a full-time 40 hours a week can't sustain their rent because guess what? Y'all don't give a damn about that. Y'all worried about a suit. Who cares about a damn suit? What does a suit have to do with the price of eggs in America? That's what I want to know.
Yep. And getting back to that she started calling off a whole bunch of shit that he tried to be a part of. And I don't care what he, like you said, our president is a felon. You worried about him wearing a suit or trying to go to the Oscars? And Stephen A. Smith, swallow your fucking thick, loud ass tongue. Talking about, I didn't know all of that. It doesn't matter what you knew or don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If he wants to go to the Oscars, he's got the right to go to the Oscars. He's got the right to not want to wear a suit. You always find these these superficial things to talk about when we have bigger problems. He's trying to save his country. We put our noses in that, so now we in it. Now Trump doesn't want to be in there because he's friends with, we not going to get into that, but we know the truth with that. So now they fight because he didn't wear a suit, we're going to take all the funding away. We're not going to help them anymore because he didn't wear a suit. He didn't wear a suit, so we're going to take the funding away. Come on now. That's all bullshit, propaganda. We're talking about superficial, non-factor shit. Like my sister said, what's up with them egg prices? What's up with them grocery prices? What's up with the cost of living? When we going to get an increase to that to match the increase, what's it called? The inflation. I'm not saying that word right. Inflation. When our paychecks gonna match the inflation that y'all have done?
When y'all gonna start working talking on about the that infrastructure?
When we gonna start working on those things? All I hear is y'all taking and taking. Okay, we already suffering. All I hear Trump is saying he's taking and taking and taking from the poor. And guess what he's doing? He's taking for the poor to increase, to lower the taxes for the rich. America, you have made a grave mistake. And I'm talking to all America. we have made a grave mistake. A grave mistake. I just seen something about they had a meeting and I can't even get my phone. Damn. I just seen where Democrats were on the side with the side, and this goes back to something me and you've been talking about, Naima, about how there is right now there is no Democrat Republican. They're all on the same team, which has always been like that, but now it's really starting to be seen. They just had a the Congress or whatever went and the president was talking and one of the congressmen got kicked out and 10 Democrats agreed, sided with the Republicans. 10 Democrats decided, sided with the Republicans to basically not to, nothing happened. That they, as I was reading it, they said nothing really happens, but it was just saying they agree that it was misconduct on that congressman's part. And that congressman happens to be a Democrat, and he was standing up to Trump about mandates for cutting Medicaid and certain benefits for poor people. And so Democrats were on the side of the Republicans saying that he was out of order. So right there lets me know at this point in time that there's nobody on our team. We're Americans, we're on our own. And for all you people that don't believe that black people, Hispanic people, and everybody's taking your jobs, hey, it's gonna be plenty of jobs for you guys real soon. Plenty of jobs. Plenty of jobs for y'all real soon. Cause y'all gonna have to work a lot of jobs to pay for all this shit that he's cutting. Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Al Green, and he is a representative from Texas, 9th District, since 2005, and he is on the Democratic Party. So yeah, that's, I guess his name is Al Green, and I guess he's Congress.
I think it was something like a censure. I think I'm saying that CENSURE, a censure. Something happened basically to break it all down. Whatever he did when they were all talking in their little Congress meeting, he kind of was like combative, supposedly combative with the president. The president told him he had to leave, and then they basically agreed with the president. All the Republicans, 10 Democrats agreed with the president that he was disrespectful and didn't follow the I guess the policies or for being at that meeting.
I mean, he didn't. He was out of order. They asked him like 3 times to be quiet, and he still got up and was, not listening to them repeatedly telling him to sit down. So I guess, I mean, they got rules and regulations when they want to use them and when they work for them. And so, but I don't think anything can happen to him. They might, I think they might be able to suspend him. I would have to look into him, but I don't think they can really do nothing to him.
No, I don't think he got in trouble for that. I think he just was, they just said he didn't get in trouble. I really wasn't concerned about that. I'm 9 times out of 10, they probably was. When you're talking and you're passionate about something, you do break rules. When you're talking. So I was more concerned as I was reading how the Democrats sided with the Republicans. And it just goes back to one of our, we would say, our conspiracy theories, how there isn't a democracy here, y'all. Everybody's on the same team. There's nobody for us anymore. And that's how I feel. There is no government for the people. The government's for the government. So
I never really believed that there was anybody for us. The Democrats been having black people on the roster for many years and ain't shit improved. So I honestly, I don't think The system was never really meant for poor people, for minorities. It was meant for poor and minorities to work like slaves. Yeah, it was meant for that. But it was never meant for change. It was never meant for this fake, like you say, the American dream. That's just all an illusion. The Democrats, the Republicans, and everything in between, they all work for the same team under the same branch of government, and that's the United States of government. And at the end of the day, ain't shit gonna get done if you poor, if you a minority. You gotta have to just accept that it is what it is.
Yeah,
It is what it is at this point.
I agree. I agree. I really agree. I do agree. At this point, that I was disgusted by the I just think I was more disgusted by um uh I got off. I added a topic with the thing. I just, when I seen that with the Congress and all of that, it just really made me realize that I ain't into politics, but it's so obvious that everybody's working together, because Trump
Mm-hmm.
would have never got back in if they really were working, if Democrats was really Democrats and Republicans were really it's no way that man got back in office. But I think a lot of those Democrats are just posers and really or have a lot of Republican ideology. You understand what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
anytime they get the opportunity to sway with the Republicans or agree with the Republicans, they do. And Candace Owens, she's just a joke. She's a token Negro. And, you know, it is what it is. She's just a token Negro. I mean, I'm glad she's keeping her hair done now. That's all.
Yeah, her hair has been fire lately. The
Yeah,
edges
she
and
has a fire
everything.
flat eye.
Yeah.
I'm glad she did that, because at
Yeah.
one point she was looking like, I don't know, a chimpanzee by the head. So I'm glad she came to the conclusion that she didn't have to be, that she wasn't white and her hair didn't just naturally was silky, that she would have to put some heat to it. So I do applaud her
Yeah.
learning how to use a flat iron.
Yeah. She has been looking cute, she's not no ugly woman. She just looked like a little chimpanzee to me. But people might look at me. I'm not one of them people that can't take a joke. Like, bag on me, talk shit. Hey, it is what it is. But
I I'm not, your ass talk about me, you getting
you
blocked.
gonna be ready to fight?
You getting blocked. If you on this
I would
internet
just
talking, you
laugh.
getting blocked. I'm not laughing. You getting blocked. I'm gonna talk shit. I'm gonna talk shit, and then you getting blocked. And if you in
It's
person, I might go to jail. So it is what it is. But we not gonna do too much more talking about
Miss
chimpanzee.
Candace Owens
Yeah, aka chimpanzee.
and Stephen A. His voice. Soon as I hear him, I go, because his
You know
voice
what?
is
I
just,
used to like him, but I just
he full of
he's
shit.
yeah, he's a flip flopper. He's a flip
Yeah.
flopper. He's a
And
flip flopper.
he could be a flip flopper. We need those too. Everybody
Yeah,
has a place in this world.
yeah. So he's a flip flopper. I ain't none of my business. I don't gotta listen to him. Most of the time, I don't know how him and Candace Owens. I guess he got a podcast too. So
Yeah, he do.
he gets to do what he wants to do. But I I don't even know how that was a mix. I just seen Candace Owens. She just getting on anybody's podcast. She just was on a comedian's Von. What is his name? Anyway, she was just on a comedian's podcast, and I'm just like, she thirsty for attention. That's what
Whose podcast was she on?
It was some white dude's his name. He's a comedian. What is his name?
Look it up because I didn't see that.
I ain't
I
got
want to
no
see
my
it.
phone.
You
My
didn't.
phone.
You didn't watch it. What was they talking about?
I did watch it. He was talking about how her little baby looked like a UFC fighter.
What how her baby look?
Like a little bit, like a little. Her little boy looks like a little mix. You can tell that he's mixed, but the little girl looks like a little, a little Caucasian baby. And so, he said, "Yeah, that baby looked like a UFC fighter." And so she, of course, she gonna jump defensive, talking about. And I don't know why he would say that because he's a comedian and he's just an asshole. What is his name? I like him
I
though.
think I know what it is. Is it the one that had Sexy Red on his podcast?
Did he have Sexy Red on his podcast?
He
just had Cat Williams. He just had Cat Williams on there.
I know who he is. He used to be on drugs. I don't know his name though. Let me look it up. He got that buzz cut. Don't
he got a mullet. He got a mullet.
Mullet. He's very popular though, T.
I like him. Most of the time he say racist shit, but it's in a way of him. He say bad shit about his Leo Vaughn. Leo Vaughn.
No, it's Theo.
Theo. Okay. Theo Vaughn. Theo.
Yeah, he be talking his shit.
Yeah.
He's funny.
He said something about Candance Owens, baby. I didn't see. I just seen a clip of it, but it seemed like she entered the internet thirsty because she went from Stephen A. Smith to Theo Vaughn. So you internet thirsty right now. You all over the place. I understand Theo Vaughn, he is popular, but y'all are on two different platforms doing two different things. Like he tried to crack a joke and you got serious. You don't need to be on there. I wouldn't even go on there because I know you're going to say something and I might have to slap you. So if you're not in that line of work, why are you on there? She just thirsty.
Yeah, Miss Candance. God bless her heart.
She's thirsty, and that's all it's got to be said. Yep. Well, enough of the chimpanzee. You got anything else?
No, I think we good. Did we have any more topics? Anything else?
Think we had no more topics. I think we kind of went through them as much as possible tonight. It's so much stuff. It's so much stuff that hey, we'll be here all night talking about topics and
shit going on.
There's so much shit going on. Yeah. So much shit going on. Yeah. Well, we gonna head on out tonight. Light night tonight. Talked about a couple topics. So let us know if y'all got any suggestions and let us know what you think. What you got?
Just thank you for watching, and again, like and subscribe. You can check us out